Today I'm going to do a look using the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Today I was in my bathroom kind of organizing a little bit and I'm like, I kind of feel like doing maybe some chocolate browns and some warmer brown tones. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump into this. I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I bought a few of those a while ago and then they reformulated with, I want to say, the long wearing, the ones that you don't have to set, which I actually do like, but figured I would start off with a little bit of this concealer to kind of just act as an eyeshadow primer. I don't always use eyeshadow primers. I feel like you can do this with your concealer or a little bit of your foundation, but it is nice because it's just going to brighten up the lid a little bit, and then it's going to act like adhesive for your eyeshadows. There's quite a bit of red tones in here as well as really vibrant pink. So I find people are a little bit nervous how to use that, but there's also some really great neutrals in this palette too. And I really do like her palettes. The quality of the shadows are really, really pigmented. There is fallout, so that's again why I am wanting to start with my eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and take just a neutral shade. I'm using Tempura, which is that light one right here. And just kind of pushing this all over and then sweeping. This is going to help make the other shadows that you layer over the top more blendable. It's nice to have something underneath that's kind of neutral, that kind of almost primes this area as well. So when you go to layer other eyeshadows, it's going to blend out much easier. Probably the raw sienna. The burnt orange next to it is really pretty too. The raw sienna I feel like is just a little bit toastier. And I'm just using a really full, fluffy brush here. So when I dip into her powders, I actually get it on the brush and then I kind of tap it off because a lot comes off of that. So I'm just kind of pushing this and pulling this into the crease a little bit. I always say it's a good idea to keep your eyes open when you're doing any sort of shaping. It's much easier to kind of see what shape you're creating. And that's just a nice kind of toasty brown here. I'm going to go in and actually do a little bit of an eyeliner. This is Costa Riche from MAC. And I'm not worried about getting it perfect because I will go in and blend it out because I'm going to layer some browns on top of this too. So I'm almost using this as an eyeshadow in a way. So you can just go in and just kind of buff this out. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a color from the palette. It's the Cypress Umber. I'm going to take that little brush that I just buffed my eyeliner out with. And I'm just going to kind of go right over the top of this. Okay, and then I'm going to just softly kind of just start buffing this up to where it starts to meet where we did that crease color. Not really adding much more to the brush. I'm just working that up a little bit. I'm going to dip in just a little bit more to intensify it because I want most of the depth against the lash line. So I'm kind of almost creating like a big fat wing shaped on the lid. Like I said, your liner does not have to be perfect because we will be blending this out. Start working that eyeliner out like we did on the other eye. And I love how soft this pencil is because you can really create shapes with it as well by just kind of lining and then buffing it out as you wish. And then just bringing it up to meet the crease color that we did. I'm not pulling it into the crease, I'm just meeting right up to it. Just kind of looking straight ahead to see the shape that I'm creating here. I'm going to take that fluffy brush and I'm just going to soften kind of where the two meet. I'm going to go in and do Costa Riche in the waterline underneath. You can use really whatever pencil you want. I just kind of like the warmth of this eye pencil. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that pencil brush that I've been doing a lot of the blending with on the lid. And I'm not going to go into the cypress color. I'm going to actually go in with the raw sienna first. That was my crease color. I'm going to go in and do a little bit of the liner up top again, right against the lash line. This is just going to give a little bit more definition up top. I'm going to go in and I'm going to actually take this color called Regal, and it's an orange tone. It is this one here. Add a little bit kind of to this outer corner, and I'm going to pretty much go right in between the crease color and the brown, just to kind of add a little bit more warmth. And I'm using a smaller brush here, and then I'm just actually bringing that all the way up after most of that color's out, and I've been blending those two shades. So right in between, my pressure is really soft, right in between the really dark brown and that first crease color. I just want to add that little bit more warmth. And then after I've kind of got it buffed where I want, then I'm just going to kind of go in and just start slightly blending this upward. Primavera, it is the gold one here. And just pop a little bit maybe right in the center. You could definitely use your finger with this if you want. But I just want to tap this on, and then I'm going to take my finger and then kind of softly kind of push this in just to add a little bit of a shimmery reflect. I'm going to also take that same color and kind of hit the inner corner just to kind of add some brightness here. I'm going to go in and do my foundation. I'm going to use a little bit of the Gorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Give a good shake. And I already prepped my skin. I have some vitamin C serum on, I have face oil, some hyaluronic serum as well to kind of plump my skin. I'm definitely feeling the effects of winter skin right now. I'm just using a brown kind of toned blush. It's a little bit more on the matte side. It's Harmony from MAC. I'm just using kind of a big fluffy brush. The Bobbi Brown palette that I've been holding. This is a little highlight. I got all those Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, and I did did a video on Velvet Midnight, so I think maybe what I'll do is, maybe I'll do one of her softer tones that I got. I got one called Velvet Beauty, which is like a kind of a pinky shade. This would traditionally not really go with this look. I actually don't like it, but I have an idea. I'm going to take a little bit as blush. So I'm going to just take a small amount right on this brush. Just kind of buff that in. I think sometimes when you're unsure of your lipstick shade with the rest of everything, sometimes I like to use it as lip and cheek, and then I feel like it kind of makes the look work. So that's the look. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see more, let me know. Leave some comments. See you next time.